There are 262 species of birds in Tasmania, and 3/5 of them exist on Bruny Island. It's been internationally recognised as a major hotspot for avian conservation. All 12 endemics are on Bruny Island. You would think that this would mean that an enlightened government would look at Bruny Island and say, this place has to be managed above all else for its biodiversity values, but of course what forestry wants, forestry gets in Tasmania, and there is, as we speak, heinous acts being planned for the forests of Bruny Island right next to Tanya Cochrane's extraordinary oasis of wildlife. What you've got here, what we have here is an example of the synergies that you can get when you bring the art forms together. This book contains superb pieces of art, and it contains some wonderful writing. I'm an exception, but it contains some wonderful writing. But the sum is greater than the parts. It's a testament both to a place and to its wildlife and to its people. And it's particularly a testament to those that have already been mentioned, except he didn't mention himself, to Bob and Ma Graham, to John Cameron and Vicky King, and to Anne Morgan, whose persistence brought this book into existence. It's sold almost all of its 1,000-copy print run, and it's had to be sold by the people who produced the book because there's no economic margin in giving a book like this to a commercial publisher. 40 Degrees South took the job on, and they've done a superb job in the design, but the selling of the book has largely been down to those who produced it. So, I'm going to kick proceedings off, and because there'll be a fair bit of poetry, I'm going to read from my prose piece in Birdsong. It's an afterword, and it envisions one lazy day sitting on my deck, interacting with the bird life of the day. I'll not inflict the whole lot on you, I'll drop into lunchtime. The sun swings in its late summer arc, and there, perched on the deck's corner post, is the fierce-eyed raven we call Rasputin, though we suspect it should really be Rasputina. We often eat on the deck, and Rasputin has learned that there is delicious meal detritus to be had on the deck. Not today, though. She fixes me with a piercing, accusatory eye, though there is, I'm convinced, a conspiratorial cast to it as well. I see Rasputina, I've settled on her, as a benign familiar, her presence on the deck a gift and a welcome, though the woodland birds certainly do not see her this way. She glides low through the light bush, her spread of wings finger-feathered, as if waggling, see you later. Her progress harried fence by an agitated, nearby nesting, dusky wood swallow, one of those migratory species whose future fills me with such foreboding. The light is low and golden now, and it picks out the bold blonde plumage of a sea eagle 30 metres distant through the bush. The eagle, all immobile concentration, occupies a familiar station on a dead branch, the branch as white as the bird's breast above the Channel cliffs. The eagle has its back to me, for what am I to the living richness of the land-sea ecotone? I reach for my camera, frame the perfect wildlife shot, depress the shutter and nothing. The camera battery is flat and I've not brought the charger. I am reminded yet again that my momentary encounters with birds are entirely happenstance, that none of this display of the exuberant wheel of life is tricked out for my benefit, that I am merely another item in the cluttered decor of the bush, through and over which birds move. Lying in bed at night, I listen to the deceptively soothing call of a hunting boo-book, and I again know my station to be a humble one. I am an irrelevance, a witness at best, and though I know myself privileged for all that, I also know that I can claim nothing more. Dear friends, James Charlton.